Now let's prepare for our time of quiet and of meditation, of going within and doing the work that unity teaches we are capable of doing. This whole month of September is about prayer. And we started our first meditation with going within. That is the most important part of doing the work of the prayer treatment and each step. Going within and becoming that manifestation as Myrtle taught and practiced profoundly with extraordinary results. That is the unity prayer. And as we practice it and continue it and repeat that work, it becomes part of the makeup of our being. And it carries a vibration with and from us that vibrates out, altering the atomic and subatomic particle field around you, the magnetic field. This is an extraordinary scientific fact that scientists, astrophysicists, and other physicists have been studying for decades. But unity teachers, Jesus, other great spiritual warriors understood these principles. And that's why they were steadfast in working them and taking them in and praying with the manifestation that is already happening in the spirit world. And it does take time. Last week, our first week in September was about going within and cleansing that which is in us that may block or slow the process of the manifestation. This is also helpful to start listing those things we want to release at the service of Yom Kippur and not take into the new year and not write into our new book of life for a new year. Last week, we focused on those around us and what is going on right now in our world. We focused on the first responders, the nurses and the doctors caring for these patients of the COVID virus and those affected by it, by their families. We focused our energy on the educators and the students and all the facilitators that are helping our children reach their highest best in whatever way will keep them safe. We also focused on those that are standing with and supporting Black Lives Matter and how important and timely that is. And those brothers and sisters of ours, we need to support them and love them and let them know we are with you. You are our family. You are our beloved, as are all people of color, and especially now when the Black community is really targeted. We are there for you. So those are the areas that for these past 7 days, we worked our energy on. And I'm already seeing results. I hope you are too. All of us who focused especially on those wildfires in the Northeast and, the Northwest and the West Coast, finally predictions of rain are coming. They have lots and lots of help. These prayers need to keep happening. We need to keep focusing on our beloved Mother Earth. We are her stewards. And that is the focus of September, to be reminded of who we are and what we have been tasked with by God, what God has given us care over. And today, we're going to take that a little further. It is time now to reach that tipping point of the collective heart and the collective empathy. So right now, we are going to go within and cool the embers of a raging emotional fire in our country and around the globe. The collective heart of humanity is a good heart. It's extraordinary that we lit the candles of Rosh Hashanah on Friday. And just a few hours before the lighting, a spiritual giant made her transition. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a giant of a human being, a giant of a genius woman who understood what God wanted of her and rose to the pillar to meet that in a godlike way. Passing at the time of Rosh Hashanah is reserved for saints. I'll always remember a talk I heard her give. It was not in person, it wasn't lengthy. It was just to a group of students. And she told them, fight the good fight because it's worth it. Fight it as hard as you can because it lasts. Fight the good fight because it's the right thing to do. So, like Myrtle Fillmore, who said goodbye to all of her students and all of her staff just days before her transitioning to her next assignment and told them, I've done all I can do on this plane. I may do more as I exit this field and into the next. And boy, those powerful spirits live on. So let us do this with them and for them. So let's take a few deep cleansing breaths and get really clear that this is your work. There are no coincidences. You've been called to meet this divine appointment, and we are really glad you kept your appointment. So let's breathe deeply and cleanse all of that that's blocking us. Any sadness we're holding, any grief, we can visit this later. But for now, let's just cleanse and open to that beautiful, sweet spirit. Oh, that incredibly calming energy. It's like a cool light that flows through us, just calming us, soothing us, healing us. It is the very essence of God in us. So sacred, so beautiful, so real. And we let that love, that light just embrace us as we go through the steps of the prayer treatment for this world, for each other, for our beloved Mother Earth and all of God's creatures. We've been called and we answer. We open, God, to your divine guidance, to your light, to your highest good. We release the negativity, the anger, the fear that is not of you. We recognize that. We bless it, for it gives us passion and movement, and we release it. As we relax, we allow that light of God to fill us fully. Let it just soak through our entire energy field. Let the room and space around you be filled with this golden light that is already there. And as we become still, we feel and be it. We enter into this space of holy ground where miracles are simply a shift in perception. And we feel your presence. Thank you, God. And now deep within your heart, where the heart of God rests and moves and beats and springs into action, all of life. Feel the beating. Now feel the collective heartbeats of a world filled with beautiful children of many, many colors, many sizes, many shapes. God's children, the billions of us all, a family. Feel the love grow in your heart when you see the sparkle in a child's eye, filled with wonder, growing in a world filled with love. See in our own community, neighbors rejoicing with each other, celebrating a new birth on earth of kindness and compassion. As Ruth told us, believe in the human of everyone. Believe in your own humans among you. I believe in you. And we know the same genius that flowed through her mind, her heart, flows in us. We extend that love to every child, to every woman, to every man, past, present, and future. This is God's sacred trust in us that we let go of any ruthlessness, greed, anger, or hate. Any that is not of God. We see in each human the desire to be their highest self, and we vision that for them. We see their highest good. We see true leaders coming forward with compassion, with compassion, with compassion, ready to protect all of God's creatures, every single one. No one is exempt from God's kingdom. There are no walls in that beautiful kingdom. Thank you, God, for we know this is so in your realm. We are seeing it complete. Let every thought I think in this holy, holy day of awe be your thought, your highest thought. Let every word I speak, dear God, be your word. Let every feeling I have be that of love and togetherness and unity. And let every action I take come from you, directed and led by you. Let this be our collective prayer, for we have reached that tipping point, and we know there are giants among us and giants before us. Can you feel it? It's like a holy hush lifting us. Thank you, God. We know it is done. And we see your light in everything we do, in everything we say, in everything we think. For it is you, and it is you in us that does the work. Thank you, friends, for doing the work, for answering the call, for being of good courage, for fighting the good fight. We've got you. We've got each other. And by golly, we've got God. I love you. I will see you Wednesday. Keep those prayers going. We have lots of work to do.